and welcome to the fourth session of CRM. In this session, we are going to cover CRM software industry solution, the vendors in CRM and categories of different vendors in CRM. Now, we are moving towards the first topic of our today's session, that is size of CRM industry. It is basically describing about contributions of CRM in the industry which leads to the growth in the CRM industries. So yes, as we are discussing about the size of CRM industry, it is very much important to understand the CRM software industry solutions. So what kind of contributions, what kind of an industry solution provided by the CRM? The first is the majority of the decades old client server CRM software system has resulted in an abundance of functional rich CRM applications designed for the vertical markets. This means that CRM industry is serving from a long time and is provide the heavy contribution in the vertical market. So now the question arises that what is a vertical market? Vertical market, we can say that it is a group of a similar businesses and customers that engaged in the trade of a similar businesses or based on the specific and specialized needs. ये वो मार्केट होती है जो सिमिलर बिजनेस के ग्रुप और सिमिलर कस्टमर की स्पेसिफाइड नीड को अंडरस्टैंड करता है, मीन्स कि सेटिस्फाई करने की कोशिश करता है. द एग्जाम्पल्स ऑफ वर्टिकल मार्केट वी कैन से इट्स द इंश्योरेंस इंडस्ट्री, जो कि एक सिमिलर ग्रुप के लिए होता है एंड दे ऑलवेज ट्राई टू सेटिस्फाई द स्पेसिफाइड नीड्स ऑफ दैट ग्रुप. इसके अलावा ऑटोमेटिव, बैंकिंग, consumer market, education sector, FMCGs, these are the basically the sectors in the vertical market जिसके लिए हमारी CRM applications आज तक की सबसे अच्छी contributions रही हैं. Second, the industry market share estimates and leaders are categorized into the tiers for the relative positioning. This basically mentioning that CRM market share estimate किया जा सकता है through positioning. That means company अपनी various positioning के through अपने market share की estimations लगा सकती हैं कि उसका market shares कितना है. इन सब चीज़ों का अगर estimations लगाना हो तो yes, your CRM can use the positioning strategies for that. Now we are discussing about CRM SaaS industry trend. SaaS is basically a short form of software as a service. Now before going to understand the trends, the industrial trends in the SaaS, we have to understand what is software as a service. So it is a software distribution model in which applications are hosted by a vendor and made available to the customer over a network, typically the internet. इसका मतलब ये कि ये एक सॉफ्टवेयर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन मॉडल है जिसके थ्रू बहुत सी एप्लीकेशंस कस्टमर्स को अवेलेबल कराई जाती हैं थ्रू द वेंडर्स ऑफ दैट CRMs. Now we are moving towards the trends of CRM software as a service. First, CRM software as a service is nothing short of the disruptive innovation within the business software market. So yes, it is basically explaining that SaaS CRM market में एक innovation लाने वाला step है जिसे CRM मार्केट में इम्प्रूवमेंट और ग्रोथ हुई है. So that means it is the one of the biggest contribution in your CRM market to bring that growth into the industry. Or yes, this thing can be proved by the histories of a SaaS. अगर हम SaaS CRM की histories को देखते हैं, so वो हमें इसकी contributions और इसकी growth के बारे में define करती है, which is mentioning in the same slide. The second point of this, the SaaS industry's short histories in order to project a continued path for this rapid market evolvement. Now, having a look on the diagram which is mentioning in the slide. This diagram is basically showing the 3 generations of CRM market, how CRM start growing and how they were currently working. As we all know, or we studied in the previous sessions, that CRM at the time of 90s, it is working as in a database managers. There are various services, there are various applications which is provided by the companies at that time. So that was the first generation of your CRM. वो हमारे CRM की पहली generation थी जब हमारा CRM start हुआ था. 1990s में इसकी main contribution शुरू हुई थी, but yes, the main introduction was on 1998. So in that case, application service provider is the first generation of your CRM, जहाँ जिसके लिए आपके CRM ने सबसे पहले काम शुरू किया था. Now we are moving towards the second generation. Second generation is basically the generation in which the software as a service, yani that software for the services SaaS comes into a market. This we can say the most growth and good effective area in our CRM trends in our CRM market. So yes, this is the second generation of the CRM market. Now after the beyond the 2000, there was a new concept arises in the market, that is service oriented architecture based on web services and web native application. That means in this era your company is taking the help of web services and web native applications that through just to provide the services to our industry. That is why it is called as service oriented architecture. Now we get a look on the some few tables and there was some figures to explain it. So estimate of a size of CRM industry are shown in table 1 and plotted in figure 2. In table 1 are forecasted, some of the values shown were obtained by tracking the forecasted growth rate and then interpolation. Now we are looking at the table of the CRM. Look at the table, these are the few groups, there was a few industries who are into the CRM market and who are actually contributing into the group good market share in our CRM. So they were the few companies or groups in this, and these are the years. Yes, we take the estimates, we take the size or of till 2005. As we see that the contribution rising, the CRM contribution to gives the profit is basically rising in 1999 when there was the growth, when there is actually a size in the market. But yes, at the same time the maximum growth start arising in 2004. That is the maximum eras of growth of your CRM. So yes, as we discuss in the generation till 1990s, there is the period of the autos softwares, and after that, after 2000, there is the introduction of your SaaS. Until that 2005, the SOA is in the market. The SOA is what? The service oriented architecture. You can look at the figures of 2005, and yes, same the growth rates of your CRM market. In fact, if we takes the today's recent scenarios, if we considers the date scenarios of 2008, so 2008 CRM again doing a good contributions in the market. So we can say that it is giving the growth of a 12.5% in the market. Now, with the help of this table, as we studied in just now, we are moving towards the graphical representation of that table. This graphical representation of a table basically stating that look at the period of 2005, which is actually mentioning you the maximum growth of each company or each group in the industry. So this is the one of the thing who's mentioning that yes, SaaS as well as SOA is the biggest contribution in our CRM market. Now we are moving towards the next topic, which is vendors. So as from our previous session, we comes to know about the various vendors in CRM market. In previous practices, the major vendors of CRM deals in the specialized application. We can say that every specialized vendor have some specialized CRM service to offer in the market. So as it's mentioned in the slides also, that a few years ago technologies vendors had their own specialist. For example, Siebel was in the Salesforce automation. So that special fields are related to the special softwares. Now CRM vendors are not more towards that specialized vendor. Yes, they were, but they were also start focusing on the back end applications and front end application. Before going to see the examples of back end applications or front end application, we have to understand what these terms are. Back-end application is basically computer program such as server software that remain in the background or resides or serve located in the back room. That means ये वो एप्लीकेशंस होती हैं जो बैकग्राउंड में रहकर कस्टमर्स से रिलेटेड डाटास कलेक्ट करती हैं. दैट मीन्स इट इज़ ऑलवेज अ back or a background performance of your organization. If we state in a right term, that is the background operations of your organization. And yes, as we move towards the front end applications are user interface or the part of software or a website that our users sees on the screen and act to enter commands or to access other part of software. वो सॉफ्टवेयर्स, वो वेबसाइट, वो इंटरफेस जो आपके कस्टमर्स खुद देख सकते हैं, उसे खुद ऑपरेट कर सकते हैं, दैट्स कम्स इनटू द फ्रंट एंड एप्लीकेशन. दैट इज customer itself contribute to give the information. Now backend applications, there was the few partners, few examples of backward applications. For the backward applications, ERP is the major vendors for that. ERP is the enterprise enterprise management. In that ERP's vendors, there are SAP AG, Oracle Corporations, Invency's Place, and People Software acquire, build and partner their CRM applications for ERP functionality. So that means these are the basic vendors in the ERP's vendor who are actually acquiring, building and partnering their CRM applications to various ERP functionality. Now the front end application. Front end applications are those which are, yes, your consumer itself operate or gets the direct interactions with your various sources. So it includes personal information management system, that is PIMS. It's actually take the help of HR to manage the resources of the organization, that is PIMS, that is personal information management system. And yes, in this, who are the applicants? Siebel is the one of the applicant was there. Broad Vision is the one of the application there, and remedies are in this categories. And yes, there are the various remedies in this categories. Now we are moving towards the third topic of today's session. This is categories of different vendors in CRM. What was the categories of your vendors in CRM? So while defining the categories, there is first एंटरप्राइज वाइड बैकएंड ऑफिस. आपकी एंटरप्राइज का वो बैकएंड ऑफिस जो आपके कंज्यूमर्स की इंफॉर्मेशन गैदर करने के लिए काम करता है. सो दीज आर दोज एग्जाम्पल्स जो कि अभी हमने पिछली वाली स्लाइड्स में पढ़े थे. एंड देन फ्रंट एंड ऑफिस. फ्रंट एंड ऑफिस येस अगैन वो सर्विसेज, वो वेबसाइट्स विच एक्चुअली कलेक्ट द डाटाज विद द क्लिक ऑफ योर कस्टमर्स. तो इसके अंदर सीबल सिस्टम, Cetrojade System, Vanity Corporation, Clarify, Onyx Software Corporations are the companies in this category. Then web-based front-end solutions, जो कि web-based front-end solutions होते हैं, इसके अंदर Fastware, Upshot.com, Rubik is the another companies or vendors. Adhere to the Microsoft standards, they were the Remedy Corporation and Access Software Corporation. Then mid-size player in this Enact Commerce Corporation and Sale Automation Group. And yes, in contract management we have a Symantec Corporation and Multi-Acted Software.in. So yes, there was the few vendors in the CRM जो कि हमारी CRM categories को define करते हैं. Now yes, there are some questions to perform by you. The first question is, what are the two different origins of CRM vendors? CRM vendors के कौन से दो ऐसे origins हैं जो कि consider किए जाएं? What was those vendors, those origins of CRM? You have to mention it. And then second, what was the changes in the second generation of CRM? हमारी CRM की सेकेंड जनरेशन में क्या चेंजेस आए थे? यू हैव टू एक्सप्लेन दिस. और इसके अंदर चेंजेस क्या थे? व्हेन द कंपनी इज एक्चुअली मूविंग टूवर्ड्स दी SaaS technologies. So this is the one of the advancement of CRM. So you have to mention in that answer. So now we are winding up for today, and we will discuss more on our next lecture, which will be based on technology and services of CRM. Thank you so much.